Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I want to start here on the daily time frame actually to highlight certain developments, highlight the next structural resistance levels, and to get everybody on the same page here. Because yeah, not much happened on the smaller time frame really, but this here is still what we've seen already, same development that we've seen a few days ago, that Bitcoin broke out of this descending wedge pattern to the upside. And this is interesting. It also broke above the trend line on the relative strength index. Now there are various ways how you can draw this, but there was a breakout of the RSI here. Whenever that happens before, especially on the daily, whenever that happened before, or not always, but very often, it leads to a substantial rally, and possibly the low is already in. Still a bit skeptical about it, but I think if the upside momentum continues to go, to generate higher and to improve, then at some point we will be able to confirm that the low of the wave 4 is in. This is always the problem, especially when we're transitioning from a fourth wave into a fifth wave. It's much more difficult than transitioning from, let's say, a wave 2 into a wave 3. Developments are different, and we know that wave 4s often trick us, they often trick us into believing that the low was already in, and then they form another high and break down again and so on, and the wave 4s are difficult, but that's why I like to focus on the levels, okay? And again, the support zone did hold, okay? So we can focus on the smallest time frames, for infos and smaller resistance levels, support levels. But really, the main message and the main narrative for the last few weeks, if not months, has been we are in a wave 4 correction. This is the support zone. It is quite stable. And as long as we're holding 50.7K, there should be a reaction to this support zone. And we expect a fifth wave rally to 85 to 90K. And the bull market has not stopped and finished. Okay, so that's sort of still what I'm watching for. The pullback, in my opinion, is a wave 4. It was a wave 4. Maybe it's still unfolding, but on the daily time frame, we have some breakout signals, obviously the breakout above the wedge and the breakout of the RSI. Next structural resistances here, 67,500 and then 71,730. That's structural resistance. Now let's go to the smaller time frame. So this just means it's bullish. Okay, yeah, we might get another low, but we'll figure that out on the smaller time frame. Let's go to the smaller time frame count. Here you can actually see on the 1 hour chart this correction, and in the white scenario I cannot rule out one more low. Actually I have to shift this support area now to the right. This is the main support area. It goes down to 50.7K as I said, and we have here this WXY structure, and it's possible that we are forming in the Y wave an A, B, C. Yeah, don't rule that out at this stage, but for now, I'm not so, it's more like we don't wanna confirm that a low is in too early, all right? Because this could still be a trap. I think that's how it needs to be understood. It could be a trap. Let's rule out the bearish scenarios step by step, short-term bearish only, yeah? The short-term bearish scenarios step by step, and then we can, when they've been ruled out, we can confirm that a low was in. I hope that makes sense. Anything else would be a guess at this stage. I can say that the idea was that we're reversing in the orange support zone. It happened, okay, and then there was even a reaction here to this micro support zone. And now we can zoom in. Just please be aware that in the white scenario, there is still a drop back into the main support region possible, and actually still quite likely. But it takes a break below micro support, which is up here, to confirm that. And therefore, I want to share with you that micro support, it's actually quite simple. The main level or the main zone that needs to be watched is between 63,150 and 64,400. It's super simple. Huh? Anybody who says Elliott Wave is complex, well, it is quite a complex concept. But if you have the levels, you don't need to understand Elliott Wave. So it's 63,150. And against that level, the focus can be on higher. Today, that support area did hold. Yesterday, that support area did hold. Okay. And as long as this support area stays intact, I'm watching for a rally for a few more squiggles higher towards 70K next, which is the 100% extension level of the initial rally between the 1st of May and the 6th of May. And that's just, this wave, same length as this wave. And that gives you this sort of ideal target, 100% extension. We're now in resistance. This is the next structural resistance area, not structurally, Fibonacci resistance area. The price got rejected from 67,450. And in the white count, as I said, in the white count, if we break below the upper support region, 63,150, break it, then it will send us into the lower support region. The market can still, in our yellow scenario here, generate a reversal from there. If it fails, that's support then at 58,360. Well, then we are in the white count. We won't be able to confirm further or earlier that the white count is leading, which will take us to new lows in the larger orange support region. So basically that means, in very simple terms, we have two support regions to watch that can offer support before breaking below the 1st of May low. Yeah, there are two support regions, the upper one and the lower one, and against them we can still focus on higher. Let's see first if the upper one is holding. If not, then the lower one. If that breaks, yeah, okay, then the yellow one, the yellow count has no chance. Then we are going to see one more low here, but it wouldn't be bearish because we're still in the larger support zone. I hope that makes sense. At the moment, in this particular rally that started from the 10th of May, we have obviously rallied so far into resistance. My reading is that this is only a 3-wave move. I'd like to see a few more squiggles higher. And if we push much higher, then I will adjust the support region. But we need to break above that 67,450 level first. Then we'll look at 70K. And I think the next, let's say, short-term trade setup, maybe very short-term, would be if the price gives us a pullback into the support region, micro support. Yeah, that cannot be ruled out, that we might still get another test of micro support in a wave 4, which at the moment I'm counting as complete, but it might still be unfolding. So it might easily still be unfolding, and then yeah, the support region might be relevant again, and yeah, so it might be a weekend of consolidation. We'll see how tomorrow starts. My view is tomorrow will likely be a bit of a quiet day, but I think if we see a break above resistance, then I would change that perspective, because then it's very likely that we head to 70K straight away. I wish you a great start to the weekend. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.